Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole right here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. You sound like a radio hoster.
Do I sound like Bruce Wayne?
You wish.
Actually, I wish I had his money.
You wish you had his voice. I don't know about the money because uh, hey, we got our friend Arturo here.
Mr. Arturo, welcome to the third reunion of Legends.
Yes. But
Hello.
before we get to the topic, let's break the ice. Um, well, JP's busy right now. You're probably wondering how come Mr. JP is busy right now. Well, he's packing up because he's driving. He's driving tomorrow to
Okay.
Tucson, and from Tucson to Oregon City. So tomorrow he's gonna be doing about 12 hours. 12 hours from Wichita, Kansas to Tucson, and from Tucson to Oregon City. How many
Oh
hours
my gosh.
are there between Nogales and Oregon City? You know the distance
Um,
in hours.
when
Uh,
I when I drive to Tucson, it's like I don't know 6 hours, 7 hours.
Let's
Depends of
say
how you how speed you put, but yeah, there are people that drive very fast and make and arrive to Tucson in 4 or 5 hours, I think.
it's up
But
to the
normally,
music.
I think
yeah,
between 6 and 7 hours, I think is the time.
I think JP will do 3 hours. He drives like hell, really
No,
fast. I don't know, but he's a good driver. He's a good driver.
He's kind of like me.
Maybe yes, maybe yes.
Yeah, I can remember last week I was driving to the school and it's 40 minutes far from Oregon. And
So
I
you
can
did
remember
you
when,
did 40 minutes from Oregon to Itvy,
yeah, I
Inja.
have to take the highway to the coast.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was a truck that was behind me, and he didn't. What can I say? Rebasar?
Yeah, overpass
He
me.
didn't overpass me. I was 120, 20 or 30 kilometers per hour. He was still behind me, and I was like, and I was like praying for. so so I was really fast, so I decided to lower the speed so that
Yes,
he
yes. You were doing
won't
an
pass me
120 or you were doing an 130.
on 130.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was a horrible
Uh,
adrenaline
yeah. How much time do you think you would do, Mr. Coles, from Oregon to Museo?
to Hermosillo. I think that the nowadays the highway is really good, isn't it? Is full
Mm,
of concrete.
I can't
It's all
remember.
concrete.
I can't
yeah,
remember
the
because
freeways or the highway is really good from Obregon to Hermosillo.
is
It's
it
new.
so?
It's new one.
Mm.
But it depends on how fast we drive. It depends on how fast we drive. So taking into account the information that Mr. Lewis has just shared with us, that he likes driving, that he likes speeding up. How much time do you think it would take you, Mr. Coles? Mr. Coles, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Coles, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Coles sounds better. How much time do you think it would take you from Alberton to Museo?
Or maybe
Taking into account that you speed up, you fast, you like fast, you fast and furious.
it's up to the music, Tisha. If I'm alterated, I can I can
I
make less than 3 hours.
you can do.
Yeah.
I can do less, fewer. Tenemos la palabra few, F-E-W, y tenemos la palabra less. Few es menos y less es menos. Few, F-E-W es menos, pero para cosas contables. Las horas se pueden contar,
Yeah.
¿sí? Entonces, I would probably do few, pero si
Few.
queremos decir menos, fewer, le ponemos el ER. O less es lo no contable. Pero el nativo es flojo y dice, I would do less hours. Less. Es como el there's people, there's cars, usan el there's para todo.
They don't wanna get
So,
complicated.
yes, they don't like it. They don't like to get to to think that much. They just say less, and there's for everything. Simple as that. I would recommend you to say I would probably do fewer hours or less hours if you want to be less informal. So how about friend Arturo? How fast do you drive, my friend? Do you drive fast? Do you fast and furious? Do you speed up?
No, actually, no. I my wife says that I drive really slow
Slowly.
when we are hurrying up. Hurrying up is
Mhm.
hurrying up to any place. For example,
Or
for the
rushing to a
uh
place.
yeah, rushing to the place. For example, to the school of my daughter.
Mhm.
Yeah, she has to yeah push me push me or to yeah tell me that I need to drive faster.
Uh-huh. Hey, hurry up, hurry up.
Hmm.
Okay, let me check out this. Hurry the way quickly. Okay. Mm, surface. Hurry away. She hurries me away. Aquí hay un phrasal verb. Hurry away. Déjenme se los comparto, verás. Es echarse a correr. Hurry away. Por ejemplo, you can say, Arturo, my wife is always hurrying me away, apurándome.
My
Hurrying me
wife,
away. Hurry
my wife is
away. It's
hurrying me away.
always hurrying me con el ing, hurrying me away.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I hate when someone is hurrying
Hurrying me
me
away.
away.
Okay, one more time, Mr. Luis. I hate it when somebody is hurrying me away.
I hate it when someone is hurrying me.
Hurrying
Okay,
me
okay, one more
away.
time. Hurrying me away. Hurrying
Hurry
me
me
away.
away. Hurry me away.
Hurrying me
Sorry.
away. Hurrying me away.
Hurry me
Hurrying
away.
me away. Yes. Arturo, do you hate it when your wife is hurrying you away to arrive fast to your destination?
Um,
Do you hate
what's
it?
what?
Do you hate it
Um,
when your wife is hurrying you away?
sometimes because it's very common that your your couple or a person uh, is telling you how to drive.
Mhm.
For example, hey, turn left here, or hey, stop. I hate that sometimes because it's really stressing for me,
Stressful.
stressful, stressful for me
Stressful. Mhm.
that someone else is telling me how to drive or what path to take. Yeah, it's I don't know why,
Annoying.
but I yeah, it's annoying for me.
Oh,
I know.
it's such a pain in the ass. And what it's such a pain in the ass.
I hate when I'm driving. My dad's in the car because he's like that. I'm like playing the lottery. The whole, the dog, the people.
The dog, the people, the car. Hey, go more slowly.
It's like
St-
the lottery.
Start stepping on the brake. Go more slowly.
Yeah,
Hey, turn left. Give the right of the way to the people. Listen carefully. Give the right
right.
of the way to the people. Darle el paso a la gente. Give the people the right of the way. Or give the right of the way to the people. Did you give the right of the way to the people, Arturo, when driving around the city center? Downtown, Estados Unidos,
Mhm.
city center, Inglaterra, downtown. When you're driving around, can you say driving around the city center? ¿Cómo lo entenderían driving around? When
Uh,
you're driving around the city center, do you give the right of the way to the people? Drive around es como andar por ahí manejando, ¿no? Dando las vueltas, haciendo las vueltas, driving around. When you're driving around the city center, do you give the right of the people? Do you give the right of the way to the people?
I give the right of the way of the,
To the people.
to the people.
Mhm.
Yes, people and the cars as well. When a car is trying to
To
yeah
pass.
to
Uh-huh.
pass or join to the line,
Uh-huh.
sometimes yeah a lot
Get
of
in the
people
line.
yeah a lot of people yeah avoid to do that or just for example that I hate that the people um, don't
Give,
don't
give.
let me pass don't
Okay,
give
okay.
or don't give me the right of the way.
No me dan el paso, ¿no? Dar el
Uh-huh.
paso, give the right of the way.
Yeah, even if, yeah, if I turn on the how do you say, the direction lights, or the,
Mhm.
is correct the name?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh, Even that, the people, yeah, I know, it depends. Sometimes the people is
In a
nice.
hurry.
So another time, yeah, it's in a hurry. And
Okay. My question to you guys is, let's see what Mr. Luis says. Are people from Oregon um, polite drivers?
Mm, sometimes, yeah, it's up to the people. The good thing here in Oregon is that it's a small city,
It's
and that's why people always drive slower compared to other cities,
uh-huh.
bigger cities.
Because yes, it's just
Mhm.
crazy the traffic up here. It's
But
just crazy.
sometimes, but sometimes people are really slow.
Uh-huh. You know what the issue is in town? When I say in town, I'm making reference to Oregon City. It's that people are so explosive in town.
Yeah, sometimes.
We never know
Uh,
what's gonna be around the corner.
Sometimes at midnight it
Oof.
happens a lot.
Yes, it's true. That's true. Okay. Well, now today's topic is present perfect. Present perfect. Okay. Yesterday we had a review regarding. Yes, regarding Arturo.
en relación a, o
Con respecto a
con
regard
respecto a.
with respect to or in respect to
Ujú.
will. But today we're having a look at the present perfect. For instance, Arturo, have you had anything tasty today? Have you had anything delicious for lunch today?
Mm, yes,
Have you?
yes. My
Huh?
my wife cooked. How is the name of this fish?
Hmm.
Salmon.
Okay,
I know in
salmon,
English
salmon,
salmon. Yeah,
salmon.
yeah. So it's really good. But I couldn't enjoy it at all because I was working. But yeah, but the food was delicious. Yeah.
Okay. And have you had any problems at work today, Arturo? Have you had any problems at work today?
Yeah.
¿Por qué estoy usando el presente perfecto y por qué no estoy preguntando con did?
Uh, because.
Porque el día no ha muerto todavía.
Mhm, yeah.
Fíjense cómo va la pregunta, have you had any problems at work today? Or have you had anything delicious today? ¿Ha comido algo bueno hoy? Or have you had anything delicious this evening? Esta tarde noche evening? Vamos a hablar de este mes. Arturo, what kind of complications have you had this month? Listen carefully. What kind of complications have you had this month at work?
Yeah. I
La
I have
respuesta,
I have
I've,
had
I've,
I've
I've,
had.
el have se contrae y suena la pura V, de
Okay.
la V. I've had,
I've
I've
had
had.
I've had
Ajá.
lots of complications this month.
With,
Um,
with,
mhm.
with what? With
uh,
what?
Regarding
Okay.
my job, with my job, because we are testing, or we are releasing a product or a software with real users. So there is a lot of problems right now every day. Actually, after this class, I need to join to another session to review and to check the errors
Okay.
that
¿Cómo
it's
hay,
coming up.
okay, hay un phrase sobre Arturo para decir, hemos estado probando el
Okay.
sistema o qué es lo que han estado probando últimamente.
Mhm.
El, el, el,
software or
The softwares, ok. ¿Cómo sería? Hemos estado probando los softwares.
uh, we we've had I don't know, testing or trying.
Ajá, nada más que el verbo test, hay que ponerle el out. Test
Okay.
out es probar algo, poner algo a prueba, experimentando, ¿no?
Okay.
We've been testing out. For instance, before you buy a car, you gotta test it out by driving it. Testing out
Testing
the
out.
softwares.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good one because I think I would need this phrasal every day.
Ajá, we've been testing out the softwares.
Mhm.
Ahí va el chat, la oración. With. Primero, ¿qué es ese with, Mr. Luis? With. Ese with.
We have.
We have, es la contracción, que quiere decir nosotros hemos. Been, estado, testing. Sí, testing. Pero si le ponemos el out dice que se está usando, se está poniendo a prueba, experimentando, ¿no? Aquí viene una oración para que me digan que... A ver, aquí va. ¿Qué entienden por esta oración? Check it out, hang on. Ahí va. There it goes.
I think I'll test out this new floor polish.
En español, ¿cómo sería?
Creo que ya.
If you need help, Mr. Lewis, or you understand by, I think I'll test out this new floor polish.
I can imagine that he just bought this polish, and he's gonna test if this is gonna work.
Okay, or probably he's in the shopping center
Yeah.
and he's about to buy it. He's about to get and says, I think I'll test out, poner a prueba este nuevo polish, como para darle brillo al piso, ¿no? New floor polish. Okay, so one more time, Arturo. What kind of complications have you been having? Fíjense, también se puede usar el been. Puedo decir yo, what kind of issues have you had? Have you had this month at work? O puedo cambiar y decir, have you been having
Okay.
at work this month? So
Continuous.
yes. So try to answer my question again. Arturo, what kind of complications have you been having? Or what kind of issues have you been having at work this month? Este menos se ha acabado, entonces se usa el presente perfecto.
Okay.
Okay, give me an answer.
I've been having
Lots, para no decir a lot of, el nativo dice lots of, lo pega, lots.
Okay. I've been having lots of issues
With
the new software that we have been testing out.
Órale, that we have been testing out recently, últimamente.
Okay.
Recently. Perfecto. Now, I would like you to ask a question to your friend Luis regarding a situation that has been happening this month. You know, Luis is a professor at EB, one of the best professors, one of the most outstanding professors at this institution.
Let's be humble.
Okay. Let me go back again. One question for our friend Luis, as a professor he is. What question will you ask him regarding his working days?
I asked to Mr. Reese.
Mr. Luis, what kind of have you usando el have?
Okay, Mr. Luis, what kind of issues have you been having these days with the coming back of the classes, in-person classes?
These days, estos días, okay, in-person classes, presenciales.
Yeah, actually, avoiding the COVID and the bullets from the body.
Okay. Besides that, what else have you been experiencing recently? Now that you guys have returned to the in-person classes with the students, probably you be having issues with the system. If you be having problems with the system, you guys should give a call to Arturo so he can repair all the system from IT, just in case.
Uh, for example, this week, for example, it's been kind of quiet. We've been introducing to the courses. For example, we've been introducing to the skill actually because most of the students they are new. They not new, but they've been taking online classes since they subscribe to the skill.
So me gustó como dijo, we've been, nosotros hemos estado, we've been. ¿Cómo se le dice a un alumno que va ingresando a una escuela? Freshman.
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 Yeah.
It's all freshmen. It's all freshmen. So you guys been introducing, you guys been introducing to the students and vice versa. The students have been introducing to you. Have you found, or has it been any difficult to you, Mr. Luis, to go back to the in-person classes after a year of teaching online? After being teaching online for a year, has it been any difficult to you to go back to the in-person classes and to try to fit in again? Because with all the isolation that we have and just looking at one another through our computer screens.
Yeah, the first week, yeah, it was harder because I was used to online lessons, so I was the whole day sitting in the chair and in the computer. And when I returned to the in person classes, I felt more tired than the usual than usually.
Yes. Trudeau pointed out something like 2 weeks ago, and which was quite funny. You remember, the only things I see that 24/7 is the four walls of my room, and the only friends I got. You know the rest of the story, Trudeau. It reminded me of that moment when Louis said that he spent lots of time sitting in his room teaching online. I guess that our friend Louis has been making friends. Finally, he's been making more friends now that he's teaching in-person classes, except for Arturo and I, that we've still got the very same friends, Mr. JP, Arturo, and I. But our friend Luis, he's been out there teaching. Arturo, what have you been learning this month from the lessons? From me, from some website, from the mini stories, or from anywhere? What's that thing that you've been practicing with or working on?
Well, I've been revising the last topics that you have been teaching us or teaching for us.
Teaching us is correct.
Teaching us, the use of the wheel in another context, or not just used for future.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been listening to podcasts from AJ Ho,
Hawk.
Hawk, and yeah, for different topics, mainly for phrasal verb, because phrasal verbs is a topic that I really need to improve
Mm-hmm.
a lot. Because, for example, if I don't practice a phrasal verb in the next week, I forgot.
It goes away straight
Yeah,
away.
goes away. I know I need to practice more. I have I haven't found
I
the
haven't
right
found.
the right method to learn, or to never forget that phrasal verbs. I
Well,
think I need to.
the best
Yeah.
method is by listing down 5 phrasal verbs a week. For instance, you put 5 phrasal verbs on a paper and you go over them, you revise them every day for a week. And the next week you work on another batch,
Mhm.
otra tanda, another batch of 5 phrasal verbs. So you need to focus on 5 phrasal verbs for a week. What is a mistake that most students make? They want to learn 2, 3, 4 phrasal verbs per day, different phrasal verbs, and that's not the right way. What you should do is to list down your phrasal verbs and revise them on a daily basis. Remember, pick 5 phrasal verbs. Okay, write them down and revise them for a week. The very same phrasal verbs. Don't jump onto another batch. ¿Qué quiere decir un batch o bunch?
It's like a set of elements,
A
or
set of, una tanda, un bunch, no? So for a week, 5 phrasal verbs per week, the same phrasal verbs. You can start with buy. Es que puede empezar, Arturo, con el verbo buy. Buy up, buy off, buy out. O sea, de un solo verbo, agarrar 5. Ok, ¿qué quiere decir buy off? ¿Qué quiere decir buy out? ¿Qué quiere decir buy up? Los mismos, de un solo verbo. ¿Sale? And the next week, you go for... Who's that on the chat? Oh, that's our friend Hexen. He's saying hi on the chat. Danny used to do that. I'm telling you, because Danny, our friend Danny, used to do that. I think he still does it. He works on 5 phrasal verbs per day. He picks one verb, agarra un verbo, y ya les pone sus preposiciones. And the next week, lo mismo, agarra otro verbo y le pone sus preposiciones. El error es agarrar un verbo, Arturo, y luego agarrar otro verbo y agarrar otro verbo diferentes. O sea, agarrar 5 diferentes. No,
Okay.
one verb, un solo verbo y sus preposiciones. ¿Cuáles son las preposiciones? El up, el away, el off, el in, el out. Okay, back to square. Luis, what have you been doing differently this year from the last year? From last year?
Different. Well, it was just completely different because
Absolutely.
the last year I was full isolated from the society.
Fully
Uh,
isolated.
yeah, for last year I was isolated, and this year I'm more active because started in person working, and for example, with my new bird, I feel like I'm more active even in the afternoons when I go out of the work.
Okay, so it's absolutely a different start for
Yeah.
you. It has been. It has been. ¿Qué quiere decir? It has been a different start for me this year.
Uh,
It
Comienzo
has
diferente. No, comienzo.
ha sido. It
Sí, no,
has been
Ujú.
absolutely a different start for me this year. Okay, and you just heard that. You just heard that.
Yeah.
Arturo, what have you been doing differently this year from the previous year?
um, I, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
I haven't started yet, but
you know what? You know what I found? I just found funny that as soon as I asked you the question, you started looking around your room. I don't know. Let me check. Let me check out first. Yes, I
yeah,
still got the 4 walls around me.
yeah, I don't see any difference between December and right now.
No, I haven't seen. I
Haven't
haven't
seen.
seen. No he visto any changes or differences between December and January. One more time. I haven't seen
I haven't seen
any any changes, de cambios, o puede ser differences. Otra vez.
I haven't seen any changes or differences between December and January.
On January. Okay, you finish the sentence and you look around the room. Okay, you look around the room. It's good. It's good. I mean, what do you guys think about the present perfect? Now, speaking on unfinished unfinished time, it's the day is still here. It's not finished yet. The year is still fresh. The week is still here. Luis, what have you been doing this week? What have
Uh,
you been doing this week?
uh, I've been going to church.
You've been going to church,
Yeah,
okay? You've been going to church, which is good, which is good, which is
yeah.
good.
It's a new
Uh,
start.
it's a new start, yes. Yeah, I'm happy your girlfriend has been inviting you to go to church.
Yeah, that's a lifestyle.
Uh-huh. Arturo, Luis has been going to church recently because his girlfriend has been inviting him, which is good for me. How about you? Apart from going to church this week, what else have you been doing?
Well, I've been on the lesson planning,
Okay,
preparing my
you've been
classes,
work
uh, gathering some documents from the school.
gathering. ¿Qué quiere decir gathering? Para mejor Arturo no ubica la palabra gathering. ¿Sí lo ubica Arturo? Gathering some documents. Gathering some documents. Como juntando algunos
Uh-huh.
documentos.
Uh-huh.
Ujú. Okay, Luis?
Gathering some documents. Fill in the blanks. No, attending the in-person lessons and
Documents.
executing the students.
Executing students. Okay, nice. That's good. How about Fernando? What have you been doing this week?
This week um I
I've
I've been
been.
working. Yeah, I've been really busy. I've been working all day. Um, yeah, at the beginning of this month, well, I was taking care of my daughter because she was sick. Just yesterday was the first day. Well, she came back to the school. So, but I haven't had
I
the
have.
opportunity, yeah, to take her to the school because I have been really busy. So that's a thing that I have been doing differently
Órale,
this month.
cómo conectó las palabras y cómo dijo differently. Todo bien, bien estructurado. Ahí va Arturo. Dice, I've been, this week, esta semana yo he estado, this week I've been, so, ahí va la oración esa. ¿Qué quiere decir eso?
I've been grafting so hard, chambeando. Grafting is like
Chambeando, grafting es chambeando, es informal. I've been grafting so hard. Porque la gente tiende a decir working, 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 pero si no salen con grafting. I've been grafting so hard this week, grafting. I've been grafting so hard. Luis, have you been grafting so hard? Have you been pretending you've been grafting so hard with your students?
More pretending than grafting.
That's what I call to be an honest person.
Yeah.
How many students have you been teaching? Todo va a ser con presente perfecto. Pero presente perfecto o progresivo, es lo mismo. Son casi muy poca la diferencia. Eso lo checamos mañana. Okay, Luis, how many students have you been teaching recently?
Well, this semester is kind of hard because I have 5 groups.
5 groups.
Yeah, so I've been attending nearly 20 students per group.
Assisting.
Yeah, assisting. Yeah.
Attending es atender una clase o una junta, y assist es lo que hace you as a professor. You assist your students. And they attend your class and you assist them. They attend your class and you assist them. Have you been feeling any nervous teaching in person?
Not nervous because I teach before.
Okay.
In person before. But it's weird to return. It feels weird to return to in-person lessons.
Okay, ¿cómo se dice ya he enseñado anteriormente? Ya he
I've
dado
had,
Ajá.
I've had,
Had con la D.
I've
Had.
had.
Ajá, yo he enseñado clases anteriormente. Yo ya he enseñado antes. ¿Cómo sería? I've o I had.
I had talk in person before.
Si ponemos el I had es yo hubiera o yo había.
Mm.
El I have es todavía yo he. Ajá.
I've
I've
thought
ajá,
before.
taught before. Vamos a ponerlo por el chat, miren. Dice I've taught before. Ahí va. I've taught before. La pregunta
I've
fue
thought before.
have you felt any nervous teaching in-person classes? Y ahí su respuesta es no, because I've taught before. No, because I've taught before. He enseñado antes. Ya doy clases antes. One more time, Luis. Have you felt any nervous recently teaching in-person classes?
No, because I've thought before.
I've taught before. Yes.
Actually, it felt good to see again the
It
students.
feels good to be back in the ring. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Es un modismo. It feels good to be back in the ring. ¿Cómo lo entenderían si lo dijeran? Hey, it feels good to be back in the ring.
I hope we don't.
Well, not that way. Not throwing punches in the face. ¿Cómo se entendería ese modismo si lo escuchara alguien ahí? Por ejemplo, it feels good. Luis said, it feels good to be back teaching in person classes. Pero si la persona lo agarra y lo pone como modismo, hey, it feels good to be back in the ring. ¿Cómo lo pasaría en el español?
Es bueno estar de regreso en el
ring, en la jugada,
ring,
¿no?
la pelea.
En la pelea, en la lucha, en la jugada. Se escucha. Hey, nice. Hey, I heard this idiom in an interview. The musician took a break of the spotlight, lo que es las luces del escenario. Una persona famosa, ¿no?
Ujú.
He said, I took a break off the spot. Dijo, but it feels good to be back in the ring. But it feels good to be back in the ring. Se siente bien estar de regreso en la jugada. It feels good to be back in the ring.
That's what my uncle said on the Christmas
It feels
Christmas
good.
Eve when
Christmas-
we were talking about the los terrenos de la abuela.
Well, it feels good to be back in the ring. I guarantee you, he said he meant to say something different. That was
In
the
another
actual
way.
ring. That was the actual ring, my friend. That was the actual-
Literally.
literally, yes. Literally. Okay. What have you been planning to conclude this month, Arturo? What have you been planning to conclude this month or to finish up this? What have you been planning to finish up this month? Finish, que es terminar. Finish up por completo. Si le ponemos el up. So one more time. What have you been planning to conclude this month? What have you been planning to finish up this month, Arturo?
Okay.
I've been planning to conclude. I've been planning to finish up this, to finish up that, etc.
Okay. I've been planning to conclude this period of testing out in the software this month because I need to rest, maybe to have a journal, how do you say, a less hard, I don't know, a normal period of work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, less hours working because I've been, for example, the last 3 days I have been working until 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
2 a.m.
So it's really
Okay.
tired. Yeah, it's really hard. So I hope before the end of this year, of this month, sorry, to have a normal day.
To have a normal
my
day.
job.
Ok, hay algo que me llamó la atención lo que dijo ahí. Estoy poniendo la atención a lo que me está diciendo. Dijo, espero que pronto terminemos con la fase del testeo, de la prueba.
Ujú.
¿Cómo sería eso? Allá no sería I hope we're soon done with the testing out. No, testing out es la acción.
Okay.
Pero si queremos decir la fase de prueba o el momento de prueba, se dice I hope we are soon done With that, ahí va el chat. I hope we are soon done with the testing phase.
Face.
Con la fase de prueba.
Okay. We are done.
We are done. I hope we are soon. Ahí va el
Okay.
chat. I hope.
But
we
it's
are
confused because
soon.
it's in present or something like that. Okay.
Ajá, no, aquí no entraría el presente perfecto. Ahí se sale tantito del we've been, I have. Y dice,
Okay.
pero I hope we are soon done with the. Ahí va la oración
Yes.
para que la revisen.
Mhm.
With the phase, testing phase. Ahí va. You please read it for us, Mr. Luis. Oh, se me fue el doble da ahí.
Sorry.
Ajá, no problem.
Yeah, I hope we are soon done with the testing phase.
Okay, I hope we are soon done with the testing phase. Se me fue el doble THE. ¿Qué quiere decir eso entonces, Arturo? I hope we are soon done with the testing phase.
Espero que estemos pronto finalizando la fase de pruebas.
La fase de prueba. La fase de prueba, yes. I think that's the most time-consuming part, the testing phase in it, Arturo. It's the most time-consuming. It's the most tiring.
Yeah, it's that consumes all my day. So I didn't enjoy the long weekend. Yeah, but
Those
yeah,
are trees.
yeah, yeah, but normally, yeah, it's really common in this kind of jobs to having that phases or
Mhm.
really hard phases, mainly in the testing phase, because yeah, all the errors that you could not
Expect.
able
Mhm.
you could not expect, or you, yeah, or because is the daily operation
Mhm.
of the
Mhm.
users. There are tons of data that you did not contemplate, is contemplar, or
Contemplate.
did not
Contemplate.
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 Uh, yeah, it's common, but yeah, but at the at the end of the day, I think is the things improves, the
Ajá.
things, yeah, comes, or better, or comes, no sé cómo decir, las cosas
Things get better.
mejoran. Ajá.
Things get better.
Okay,
Things get better. Okay, última pregunta. Arturo, how long have you been working on the testing phase for? How long have you guys been working on the testing phase for?
mm, I've been working on the testing phase for 2 weeks, I think,
Ok,
until now.
perfecto. Ahora, la misma pregunta para Luis, pero quiero que Luis me diga la diferencia. Luis, ¿qué diferencia entre how long have you been working on the testing phase? Hey, Mr. Martin McFly is in the chat. Hi, Masters. Hey, hello, Martin. The question is, how long have you been working on the testing phase? How longer? Ahora, si yo pongo el longer, ¿qué diferencia hay? How longer will you
Uh,
work? Voy a poner la pregunta para que no esté tan. Vamos a quitar el presente perfecto tantito. Dice, how long?
when you add the longer, is that the action is finished?
Ok. Bueno, por ahí va Luis. Dice, how long are you gonna work on the. Esta está buena, ¿eh? Testing phase. Me hago la pregunta, Luis. How long are you gonna work? How long are you gonna work on the testing phase? Estoy asegurándome que esté bien escrito nada más. Ahora, how. Si yo digo how longer, ¿qué diferencia habría? How longer. Ahí va. Para no poner toda la oración. How longer are you gonna work on the testing phase?
When the action is this gonna finish at some point? And you're asking for exactly amount of time?
Hmm.
How longer? From the beginning to the end?
Okay. Uh, okay, Arturo, how about you? What's your take
How longer?
those
It's
two
not
examples?
like cuánto más or.
Ajá, el primero
Ujú.
todavía no empieza. Dice, how long, ¿cuánto tiempo van a trabajar en la fase de prueba?
Okay.
Y en el otro hubo como retrasos. Dicen, hey, how longer, ¿cuánto más se van a prolongar? How longer. Ya empezó, pero se están tardando. La persona dice, hey, how longer, ¿cuánto más? Esa es la diferencia. Hey, how long until we arrive to our destination? 2 hours, and we continue driving. 2 hours pass, and the person, hey, how longer? How longer? ¿Cuánto más? ¿Sale? Se desespera ahí la persona. So, what do you guys think about the present perfect before we wrap? Arturo and Mr. Luis.
It's interesting.
Interesting.
It's really interesting.
You've been understanding the topic. You've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
I've been understanding the topic. Have you been having any issues to understand the topic, Arturo?
Uh,
Have you? Uh-huh. Luis?
as clear as the water.
It's clear as water. Clear as water. That's a good one. How about you, Arturo? How do you feel about the present perfect?
Yeah, for me it's really useful because in my job, my work, I think I can use this tense in
Mhm.
all day because yeah, I need to report to my boss. I need to report to other people what activities I have been doing.
Ajá, ok. El presente perfecto se usa cuando el tiempo no ha muerto.
Ujú,
El día todavía está activo, el año, el mes.
ujú.
¿Ok? Tiene otro uso, pero eso lo checamos mañana. Hoy hablamos del tiempo que está unfinished, no está terminado. El que vamos a checar mañana es anteriormente. I have been to France before. He estado en Francia anteriormente. Y
Okay.
luego está el perfecto para cosas que acabamos de terminar. We've just finished. We've just finished. Ahora sí lo digo. We've just finished. And before we wrap, Arturo, what's on mind for this evening? What's on your mind for this evening? Or what are you up to for this evening?
I need to go back to the session to my colleagues.
Mhm.
So I need to go right now. So
Okay. Yes. Okay.
yeah,
Well, no problem.
thank you very much.
Mr. Luis, no problem, Mr. Arturo. You can go now. We
See you
not should
tomorrow.
not hold you up anymore. Yes. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
Luis, cheers.
Good evening. Yeah,
Oof. He's been really busy. He's been really
yeah.
busy. Yes.
I've been down the road.
I've been down the road. Buena expresión. Me ha pasado. I have been down the road. Mr. Coles, before we wrap, what are you up to for this evening?
Well, I'm gonna continue filling some documents, some formats from some subjects. Actually, my boss was texting me during the class,
Oh, okay.
so it's not for tomorrow, but I have to upload this during the weekend.
Okay. Para llenar un documento se dice fill
Mhm.
in the document
Fill in,
or fill out.
fill out,
Fill in the UK, fill out in the USA. I need you to fill out these documents. I need you to
Mhm.
fill in these documents.
fill in.
Fill in, fill out, fill in, fill out.
The queen should be
Okay,
proud.
she should and she will. Last one. Anything on mind for dinner?
I think I'm gonna prepare a sandwich.
Hey,
Teacher, just summon the the rabbit girl.
hey, the rabbit lady is on the chat.
Speaking about the devil.
speaking speaking on the table. So no more plans apart from filling out documents, filling in documents, just
Well,
dinner and that's it.
I wanna hit the sack early because yesterday I didn't sleep really well.
Hey, bunny lady. So what time have you been going to sleep? At what time have you been bedding down? You can say bed down. At what time have you been hitting the sack? At what time have you been going to sleep? Or what time have you been sleeping?
Well, usually at 12 or 11 p.m., but I have to wake up at 5 and a half because
On a daily basis.
yeah, because
Are
I
you
have to
serious?
drive to the school. This is-
Last question, Mr. Coles. When was the last time you had a conversation with the bunny lady?
Maybe 10 years, maybe.
10 years ago.
No, teacher. Maybe 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
Hey, rabbit lady, your friend
been a
Luis.
it's been a long time.
It's your friend says that it's been a long time since you guys shared text messages. So I hope you meet up one day for a coffee along with the musician. I have a good
No,
time.
she's always giving the scene.
I'm not the bunny lady anymore, she says. Okay. So, well, this is gonna be it. I'm the cat lady now. Oh, she's the cat lady now.
My gosh,
She's a combination
more
now.
dangerous.
Okay. Well, pleasure as usual, Mr. Coles. Pleasure. Carla?
Pressure is mine, teacher.
No. It's always mine. Any questions you may have, just give me a shout.
Iron
And
Relative.
Iron Relative. I'll see you tomorrow at 7
Keep
p.m.
listening to alternative music, teacher.
Oh, I shall. That's a big promise. I will.
That's a must. Have a good evening, teacher.
Peace out, Mr. Coles. Peace out, Carlita. Bunny
Cheers.
cat lady. Cheers. Take care.